Hi guys!
Hello everyone!
Welcome back to Metien Vlogs.
Karibu sana!
We are happy to have you here, and today we have an interesting topic. Trust me, you'll love this one. We are going to talk about the people we wanted to date and to marry.
Yes.
Like the characters before we even met, the characters we had in mind of the people we wanted to marry, and if we found the people we wanted or if we did not.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so you love this, and you can also do this. Try and see if you're married right now, what are the things you wanted to marry, and did you get them in your partner? And if you're still single, what are some of those things you want in a partner? Because it's important to write them down.
Write them down today if you are dating, and in 10 years or 5 years later,
you'll come back to see if you will reach these people.
Yes.
So let's start. So the first thing is age.
Yeah.
What kind of person did you want to marry in terms of age, older, younger, or?
Me, at the beginning, very beginning, I didn't want a person older than me. Like 3 years older than me is too much, but 1 or 2, it's okay. It's a bit okay.
And younger than you, how young? If someone was younger?
5 years is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, 5 years or 7 doesn't matter.
For me, to be honest, I've never had issues with age, but I always had issues with if someone was very old, like 10 years older than me. Okay, 10 years not so bad, but like 15 years older than me, I had issues with it. I never had issues with marrying someone younger than me. It has never bothered me, as long as what mattered was their maturity level.
Yeah, maturity.
Yes, but my ideal age difference was like 2 years older or 4 years older. But we are 2 years apart.
Years,
He's 2 years older than me. It worked well.
It worked well. It's age mate, by the way.
Yeah. So the next thing is career. For me, this is interesting. For me, I'm an engineer by profession. My bachelor's, I studied engineering. So I wanted to marry an engineer or a doctor, but specifically I wanted to marry a doctor. I used to feel like a doctor would treat me. There'll be a family doctor in our family. But I really didn't have I wouldn't say no to someone because they're not a doctor or an engineer. It was just like an ideal thing. Okay. But if someone comes, I don't care their career, I'll get married to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And me, I wanted to date a person like me, I'm an engineer, but a person like me, not engineer exactly, but around scientists or things do with scientific things.
I think that also worked perfectly. We ended up with the kind of people or the kind of careers we wanted.
Yes. The next topic is from where? From which country or which region of your country?
Or which tribe in Kenya. In Kenya, it's usually different tribe than people. Some people say, I don't want to marry from this tribe, I don't want to marry from this tribe. So so you go first.
Me, I wanted to date a person not in my country. It's weird, but I feel like I was much better with someone far from my country.
Your country reunion?
My country is a Reunion Island. It's an island in the Indian Ocean, and I wanted a girl from France or from another island from France.
But did you ever imagine you'll end up with a black girl or a white girl or a Philippine? Did you have a particular race of person you wanted to marry, or
No, because no. Maybe the hair. I wanted a girl with straight hair.
Straight hair. Yeah. You always on my neck to make me straighten my
hair. Because it's so nice to caress his hair.
I'm sorry, you are stuck with a girl with kinky hair. You can do nothing about it. Yeah. Anyway, for me, I really never had the thing of I want to marry someone from this tribe. By then I was very open-minded because from our family people are marrying from everywhere. Like I have a brother who married in Canada, a sister who got married in Canada, and even within Kenya we got married to different tribes. So I never had issues with tribes. But I remember when my brother went to Canada a long time ago, I used to say, I want a boyfriend from Canada. I think I was in high school at that time, so I used to say, I want to marry a white guy from Canada because their children, the children of my brothers were very cute and they were like mixed 0.5. Yeah. So I used to say, yeah. But to be honest, it was not like a serious thing. For me, I was just like, if I get a Luya, a Luo, a Maasai, a Kenyan, a Ugandan, Kalenjin, whatever, as long as I love the person, that was the most important thing for me. The next thing is the personality. For me, I honestly wanted a sweet guy. Like, I've never been a person who likes bad boys. You know those bad boys who are rough, who, I usually hear people say girls like rough or bad boys. I've never liked bad boys, to be honest. I've always liked those guys who are cute and nice and polite and sincere. That has been my go-to kind of guy. And their personality, I wanted someone who was a gentleman, someone who was not like people who mistreat women. Also, someone who would allow me to grow as a woman in my career and in my ambitions in life. Because there are people out there who don't want their women to grow or who don't want their women to get into their career. They stop you from advancing. Yeah. And also, I wanted someone who didn't have, how can I call it, maringo in Swahili, who is not proud. Because for me, I'm always an open-minded kind of person. I talk to everyone, I mingle with everyone, so I never wanted this kind of people who feel like they cannot mingle with this type of people.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted a guy who resonated with my characters.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, that's deep.
That speech is deep. Me, about the personality of my dream wife is nice, of course, funny. Funny, very funny, so that life is not boring. We keep laughing every day, even at sad moments. So funny is a good point, and I got a very good one.
No, I'm glad you find me funny because some people find me funny, but not everyone. So I'm glad that you ended up with someone you find funny.
Oh, but you are very good at this job.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just that funny, nice, and she loves you with passion and very too much.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to say I wanted someone who a good dancer. I always used to want a guy who would really dance like a dancer. Because when I was growing up, I had this funny ambition of becoming a dancer, a street dancer, like these people who dance, mob dancing and stuff like that. So, who did I end up with? When I met my husband, he never used to dance at all.
No,
like he never used to dance at all. But slowly by slowly I introduced to him the dancing part. So yeah, we dance. He's not like the perfect dancer out there, but we have fun when we dance, and I enjoy it because he's open-minded to learning.
I try some parts, African dances, and I try my best.
Yeah, and so far so good. Yeah. So in terms of character, we found kind of who the person that we wanted to end up with.
Yeah, true. In terms of the body, physically, what you wanted to get as partner. Me, I don't have a dream of a perfect wife.
You didn't want either slim, tall, big?
Not taller than me. Yeah.
Not taller than you.
At the beginning, I was not taller than me. No. Slim, fat, normal, doesn't matter for me.
Nice.
Just not taller than me. It's not a big issue, but for me at the beginning was like no.
Okay, for me, when I was a teenager growing up, I used to say I wanted like big guys, like someone who was fat, like not fat, but like not small, because I'm not small myself. Like I'm not naturally small.
With meat.
Yeah, meat, but not muscles, but meat, like kind of, That used to be my kind of, like if I was to have a crush on someone, usually I used to have a crush on such people. But in my dating life and the people that I kind of connected with, most of them were slender and slim and small. And so I grew to like this kind of people. I was like, actually, opposite attract. Like myself, if I'm not slender, if I'm not big, I'm like there. I don't want also a big person, two big people. I was like, no. So slender works for me.
Okay.
In terms of height, I never had issues. I want a tall guy or something, but I wanted someone who is either my height or taller than me, but not shorter than me, like really shorter than me. But to be honest, I've never been a person who has issues with height, because we have girls who are like, they must date or marry a person who's taller than them. It has to. If someone is their height, they can't do. For me, it's never been an issue in my life. In terms of complexion, I've always liked light guys somehow, which is opposite from the typical Kenyan, because the typical Kenyan likes dark, tall, and handsome.
Yeah.
For me, I've always kind of felt, oh, the guy is minyo. When the guy is light, I feel like he's cute. Yeah, but we have people who are like, no, they don't want a light guy, they want a dark guy. For me, yeah, but not that I had to get a light guy. I was open-minded to it, as in to whatever complexion, darker, lighter, whatever.
But it's good to be open-minded.
Open-minded, yeah. So the next thing is family. To be honest, I've never even thought about the kind of family. Just loving people. For me, I just wanted to end up with a family that is loving and that is accepting. Yeah, but I also never imagined that I'll end up with a family that speaks a different language from mine. It had never crossed my mind. So it was like a challenge getting to know my husband. It was kind of a challenge because I couldn't communicate with his family who was speaking only French, and at that time I couldn't speak French. But with time I've gotten used to it. I can speak a little bit French, and they're very friendly people. So yeah, that has worked out for me.
Me too. I like you. I don't have family goals. Like I'm open-minded, and I like every kind of personality. So your family is very nice, and I like them. I like them so much.
Hello family, hello if you are watching.
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of religion, I was open-minded, but I wanted to end up with a Christian because I'm a Christian. Not that I had any issues. I have Islam friends, I have Indian friends, but I just wanted to end up with a Christian because we can resonate together. I wanted someone who could pray with together, go to church together, do things in our religion together.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. How about you?
Same, like you. I wanted a Christian person, like we go to church together, because when I was a kid, I used to see a Christian family. So I was a bit, wow, that's really nice. The mom, the dad, and the kids. I was, wow, nice. When I'm grown, I want to be like them.
So it worked out as well.
Yeah, it worked out very well.
Yeah. So the last thing is about property. Which kind of person did I want to marry in terms of their possessions and everything? So me growing up, everything was provided to me by my dad, and I never really used to expect things from people. The person I used to depend on fully was my dad. So growing up, I really never used to want a man to provide for me. In fact, it was very hard in the beginning for me to receive things from someone. I'll always, if they give me a gift, I want to give them back a gift so that we are equal. So I never really wanted to marry someone who has property, but I wanted to marry someone who has ambition. Someone who knows how to handle money, and someone who has ambition with a good career or a good, like even if you're studying, you are going towards having a stable life. That was the kind of person I wanted to, but I never said I want to marry someone who has a car, who has a land or a house. No, I was open-minded to it, of course, but I wanted someone who we can build these things together. We can acquire property together, land together, not just someone who's there and not thinking about, investment.
Okay, very nice. For me, about ambitions, yes, I wanted a girl with big ambitions. Like she knows exactly what to do to get big things, like goals. And about a rich girl or rich girl, no.
It wasn't important to you?
No, it's not important.
Yeah, so those are the things that we had to say today, and I think what we learned from it is that if you're out there and you're looking to marry someone, you definitely maybe have a list of the kind of characters you want. you may meet someone who does not fulfill all these things.
Yeah, it's
but
okay. It's okay.
It's okay to look beyond some of those things. As long as you resonate with them in most of the important aspects, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because some people miss on ending up with the right people because they are looking too much into the details. I want someone with, I don't know, long hair, a girl who has, I don't know, like some of these things that's too superficial. You know?
Look at inside.
Yeah, what?
Inside their heart and their personality.
Yeah, like if you can resonate with them, of course, you look at them, you like them, you feel okay, yeah, she's cute, and then you get to learn them in terms of their character. Yeah, just don't just concentrate on the one bad thing they do, you know, and then let it overshadow. Yeah, so we just thought about it and we thought it's a good thing to share. We hope you enjoyed. Today's shout-outs go to Esther Makoha and
Miriam Makungu.
Yes, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us and for always commenting down below. We really, really appreciate. And if you'd like us to give you a shout out, definitely watch the video to the end and comment down below. So see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye bye.
See you.